Today I will tell the story of a guy from the Minecraft meme, My Life. Because his life is far more interesting than Minecraft. Let's go. Uzopa went through a hyperactive period and had a strong urge for adventures. Let's call him by name instead. Daniel had a hyperactive period and a strong urge for adventures. Even in Minecraft, he didn't want to just be a player. In an interview, he said, "Why just play? You have to do something right away." Sounds cool. But Daniel had never acted anywhere before and didn't have the necessary connections. The question arises, how did he get in touch with Freysiger? Who was gaining popularity at the time? It's very simple. One day, Daniel was watching a gash with his friend Ilya, and suddenly he got the idea to appear in it and organize a real show. At that moment, he was less interested in making money than in creating content. He wrote to Dima on VK suggesting to play along with the fake dad. Fresh didn't reply immediately, only after being written to again. A week later, after some time, they had a call and decided to go ahead with the shooting. So it turns out it's that easy to get in touch with a guy who has 1,000 views, and that's not even the most interesting part. The filming, which took place at the actor's house, deserves special attention. The one who played the dad is the same friend, Ilya, with whom Daniil watched the anti-griefer show. All of this was filmed in a dormitory with thin walls. After the filming, the grandmother living next door asked, "Did you kill someone there?" Ilya answered that they were making a movie. That answer satisfied the grandmother. Almost all ideas were made up on the spot during filming. Only the main idea with the son and the dad was planned in advance. According to Daniil, what really helped a lot was how skillfully Fresh directed the process. The shooting of this video lasted 2 days. At 18 minutes and 40 seconds, this very second day begins. You can notice it by the sharp change in Daniil's voice and the suddenly appearing pole on the trees. By the way, the house itself had to be rebuilt on the second day because someone broke it during the night. The words "Minecraft is my life" were made up by Ilya when Fresh asked him to come up with a funny phrase about Minecraft. According to him, he was inspired by a meme Skype ad. Daniel hardly ever played Minecraft. His favorite game was Sam, so commands had to be entered by his friend or by me, who played the dad, which is ironic since, according to the script, the dad had no idea about games, while for the son, Minecraft was life. In the moment where Fresh falls into a trap, there is a cut. It was made because Daniil accidentally fell into the same pit. The inappropriate phrase about little kids was addressed to the children running around. According to Daniil, every Russell distracted him back then because he needed to perform the most important scene in the video, the one with the meme. Throughout the entire filming period, strangers kept coming into the room or calling on the phone, which meant they had to reshoot the same scene multiple times. It's amazing that no one's spirits dropped because of that. The sounds of the hits were fake. Ilya just slapped his own knees with a belt. Just imagine the scene. One hits himself while the other yells. And despite all the difficulties, the video turned out well. New comments still appear under it. And the phrase "Minecraft is my life" even became a meme. For their work, Daniel and Ilya received a total of only 2,500 R between them. With that money, they ate at Burger King and, to quote directly, bought some nonsense. Usually, when a griefer was really smashing someone, you could hear about it somewhere else, but not in this case. Daniel was invited to act and offered decent money, but he refused because he simply lost interest in playing a griefer. But his friend Ilya did end up appearing here and there, namely in the 58th episode, already in the role of the grandpa. Dad had matured as an anti-grapher. Episode 43 is not very different. In terms of features for attentive viewers, it's no secret that the show had already featured a lot of penises, travel, a collection, and even a whole house, though none as aesthetic. There were also episodes with parents. At that time, it became a trend. After one viral video with a mom, everyone tried to do something similar. And even though much of this episode had already been played out before, it became one of the top episodes because everything that had worked best before was turned up to the maximum. And it's worth noting that Daniil played his role incredibly well for the first time. As someone who had acted more than 10 times in the anti-grapher show, I couldn't pull off anything like that. Daniil said in an interview that in real life he was quite emotional and loud, and that worked to his advantage. He sounded completely natural and organic. For a while, Daniil and his classmates laughed about this video. It was something like a local meme within the group, but 6 months later, the video Minecraft My Life truly became a meme. And after that, people started recognizing Daniel at school, looking at him, pointing at him. And sometimes people would ask how it was all filmed. And such attention made him a bit uncomfortable. Danila even recognized a little neighbor of his friend, who started running around shouting, "Minecraft! My life." There were also times when Daniil was just riding the bus, and some guys nearby were watching videos with him online. He couldn't find peace either. Many times he was asked to appear in videos, give interviews, or just hang out. He even got to know YouTube personalities like Philippine and Tax, but collaboration with them didn't work out. However, he did manage to break into something, namely the position of editor for Public Page's Video OSOS and Video Hub. If anything, these were regular joke videos, public pages from some Fachan spotlight. The videos Minecraft My Life were turned into memes. His sounds were reused in film clips, inserted into RooTube, and reactions were made to them. And that was just something somewhat known. Not everyone knows about the channel Jopa26. In 2017, the first video titled "Fredge, I Will Find You" came out, where Danil silently cranks up the Minecraft sounds to max, drinks a jump potion, and afterwards starts threatening Fredge. After some time, in a rage, he starts smashing glass jars on the floor, and then calls his grandmother in tears, telling her he had an accident. Once Fresh watched this video on a stream and said that it all looked too staged. A year later, one more video was released on this channel threatening Fredge. In it, Daniel says that he is allegedly hit every day for being a griefer and that his dad was fired from his job as a tractor driver. At the end, he calls Dad on the phone and they swear together at Fredge. The next two videos that came out at 21. Daniel says that he is from a meme and how it was all filmed. Then one more video comes out where Danil is already repeating the meme, and in the next one, he already shows his face. Here it is, by the way. In the newest video that was released on October 2nd, so 21st, Danil aggressively proves that he is not an asshole, by the way. A person who also starred in an anti-grief show is sitting next to him. By the way, they even lived in one apartment for a while and streamed. 11/6/21, a video was released where the hero of the meme, "Oh, Mom," came to interview the hero of the meme. "Minecraft, this is my life. You don't see it every day." And it happened thanks to Fredge, who helped them get in touch after that. The heroes of the memes filmed a couple more videos together. In one of them, they even repeated each other's memes, by the way. These meme people can be said crossed in the 43rd episode itself. At the 8th minute, 13th second, see comments from the old channel of a schoolboy from the meme, "Oh." A year later, one more video was released on this channel threatening Fredge. In it, Daniel says that he is allegedly hit every day for being a griefer and that his dad was fired from his job as a tractor driver. At the end, he calls Dad on the phone and they swear together at Fredge. The next two videos that came out at 21. Daniel says that he is from a meme and how it was all filmed. Then one more video comes out where Danil is already repeating the meme, and in the next one, he already shows his face. Here it is, by the way. In the newest video that was released on October 2nd, so 21st, Danil aggressively proves that he is not an asshole, by the way. A person who also starred in an anti-grief show is sitting next to him. By the way, they even lived in one apartment for a while and streamed. 11/6/21, a video was released where the hero of the meme, "Oh, Mom," came to interview the hero of the meme. "Minecraft, this is my life. You don't see it every day." And it happened thanks to Fredge, who helped them get in touch after that. The heroes of the memes filmed a couple more videos together. In one of them, they even repeated each other's memes, by the way. These meme people can be said crossed in the 43rd episode itself. At the 8th minute, 13th second, see comments from the old channel of a schoolboy from the meme, "Oh." Danila has a second channel. Danya Turkin ran it, as they say, purely for fun, and it really reflects his love for adventures. In a 2017 video, Danila and his friend managed to get a whole tray of food for free at Burger King. Yes, Burger King again. At the moment, that video has almost 200,000 views. In another video, Danila and his friend stayed at the last metro station, and for that, they were cursed out by the train driver and ran from the police off camera. Overall, they had fun, but it wasn't exactly legal. In another clip, Danila travels from Novosibirsk to Yekaterinburg by commuter trains, combining it with hitchhiking. He even managed not to pay for the ride. He had the key to the driver's cabin where he hid from ticket inspectors. This is also illegal and shouldn't be copied. But in my opinion, the second channel is better than the main one, if only because it's more varied and reasonable. Here, Danila behaves more naturally, and he doesn't smash jars on the floor. Danila is now 23, and Ilya, who played his dad, is 25. They fondly remember those times, because they had a good time and made sure others did too. Danila's parents still don't know that their son became famous like this, and it's for the better. According to Daniel himself, he would be ashamed in front of his parents if they found out. That's the interesting life of the characters from the meme. Minecraft is my life outside of Minecraft.